Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report back in Las Vegas with Sherrod Blakely. It's the most wonderful time of the year, Sherrod.
Depending on who you ask.
Hey, I'm thrilled to be back here. The Heat's killing us. We'll keep it short and sweet here. But we did get a chance to talk to Jayson Tatum here at Summer League as the Celtics got underway today with a loss to the Heat. We'll talk about that in our next video here on Celtics All Access. But Jayson Tatum on the sidelines talking with Ime Udoka, Brad Stevens, and the whole Celtics collective there along the sidelines. And he got to react to the deal that became official today. Malcolm Brogdon coming to the Celtics, Theis, Aaron heading out to Indiana with a couple other Celtics that would have been on this roster, and Tatum bidding goodbye to his teammates there, but announcing that he thinks this Brogdon deal is going to help the Celtics quite a bit.
Well, I think it addresses one of their big offseason concerns, and that is, can we have another playmaker that can either spell Marcus Smart or just going to give you a lift? And Malcolm Brogdon, I think people forget that when healthy, he's one of the better perimeter two-way type guys out there. He can score on on multiple levels. Remember, I believe he's the last guy that was a 50-40-90 guy, or one of the more recent ones. And so having that ability to score in a multitude of ways, being able to handle the ball, make plays on the offense, and being a solid defender. The Celtics are a better team with him. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And when you think about having come within 2 wins of winning a title, and you address one of your primary needs quickly, and you don't have to tinker with your top 8 or so players, that's a win-win if you're the Boston Celtics.
Definitely 2 guys going out who really didn't play in that postseason run, an area need, whether it's catch and shoot, which Brogdon's been elite at in times. You mentioned the 40% three-point shooting season. I think he was close to 50% from 3 on catch and shoot opportunities that year. And he's had some other seasons with big-time numbers in that area. He can get downhill and score at the basket, create. He just fills a bunch of different molds that this team needs. But do you see him as more of I think you just said, a depth guy behind Smart and the backcourt?
Absolutely. He is a guy that has the potential to give them production off the bench and as a starter. Because remember, when Marcus Smart goes down as a starter, there's a huge gap that he leaves in the lineup. And having a guy like Brogdon, a former Rookie of the Year, the only second-round pick to ever win that award, it gives you a sense of confidence that if he's able to stay healthy, he can contribute coming off the bench or as a starter. And when you throw in the fact that he's had so many injuries in the past, you don't necessarily need him to carry as much weight now as he's done in the past. So you can basically have a load management type setup and not have it become an issue, because again, he's going to be playing with Marcus Smart, he's going to be playing with Derek White, and who knows what Peyton Pritchard is going to do, because that to me is the wild card in all this.
Or Derek White.
Or Derek White. His minutes will probably be slashed a little bit as well. I think you'll see the Celtics play a little bit more small ball, just because based upon their personnel, based upon the talent, I think it lends itself to that. But that obviously, and it's a never-ending cycle. What about rebounding? And so, but that's another story for another day. Bottom line is Malcolm Brogdon makes him better.
Only other thing I found interesting out of the few minutes we spent with him there was his embracing of his role as a guy who can go to the front office, make suggestions. I believe you asked him about it and his growing comfort in that area. And it did seem like he had at least some role in the conversations that brought Brogdon and Danilo Gallinari, once that becomes official, to Boston here. And the line I think that stuck out to everybody and is going to get Celtics fans excited is that he's invested in the Celtics.
Yes, and I did ask him about that. And the reason I asked him is because I've asked him about that in the past, and he's been very
hesitant.
Hesitant, deferential, however you want to describe it, but it hasn't been something that he felt openly comfortable talking about, and that has changed. But I guess being All-NBA, multiple All-Star, having your name in damn near every record book for guys 25 and under in franchise history, it brings about a certain not only responsibility to continue to play at that level, but responsibility for the team. And he seems to have taken ownership of that responsibility in a way that I think is only going to expand as he continues to grow as a player with the Boston Celtics.
Our coverage out here in Vegas brought to you by Calm, the Garden Report. A longtime sponsor now, Calm. You know them. Sleep sounds, yoga, meditation. It's got a little something for everybody, and everybody has their own way of centering themselves and getting in some relaxation during the off season here. Go over there, support the Garden Report, support Calm. Calm.com/garden, 40% off a premium subscription. That's calm.com/garden. Our next video out here in Vegas, we'll talk about J.D. Davison's debut. I thought the most interesting of any of the guys we saw out here in the Celtics opening Summer League loss. Sherrod Blakely, Bobby Manning out here in Las Vegas, Nevada with the hat, of course. We'll see you next time.